Hey everyone, this is Mayro. Welcome back to another daily Super Mario 3D World modding video as we make our way to Bowser's Fury. The flagpole! I think we all have seen this majestic object. But what happens if we mess with it? So the thing is with the flagpole, it doesn't matter how high you scale it up or how you rotate it. One thing that will always stay the same is the hitbox for the actual flag. You can see that the top of the flag is now midway up the actual flagpole. If it is scaled up twice the height, I can actually float on over to the top of it and I can just stand on the top of the flagpole. And the actual grabbable part of the flagpole isn't until halfway down. Now you can see a more extreme version of this if we scale it up to be 10 times as big, because now we can just stand on the base and we can never actually reach the point where the flag actually is grabbable. And you can see it's actually kind of sloped. I'm not sure why it's sloped, but it is, and you can slide down it. Now, another interesting property of the flag is what happens if you rotate it. So if you rotate it on the y-axis, you can see that it's still the same way up, but it just faces a different direction. And if you grab it while it's facing a different direction, the camera will swivel around to try and face the actual direction of the flagpole. By far the funniest instance of this is if you change it to be 180 degrees. You grab the flagpole and it just doesn't know what to do. Now when it comes to rotating on the Z-axis, we'll see the same thing as when we scale it up. We can see the flag is actually in the same place as if we didn't scale it at all, but the model, well, the model is very special. And just like when we scaled it up, we can actually just come down and we can stand on top of the model. Well, it's kind of difficult to aim, hang on. Well, I tried. What's interesting about rotating is although the hitbox for where you can actually grab the pole stays the same, where you actually slide down the pole will match the model. Also, there's a hole in the base of the flagpole for some reason. But yeah, this can lead to some very interesting results, like sliding directly up the flagpole. Now, if you change the camera on the x-axis, this can make it do some very weird things. As you can see, when we grab the flagpole this time, it tries to face the camera at an angle to face where the flagpole is. And as always, we can walk on the pole normally. It's just the grabbable bit that's changed. Now, there's actually 3 types of flagpoles in the game. The first one is the regular flagpole that can be found at the end of levels. The second one is the super flagpole that you find at the end of boss levels. The final one is the goal pole last, and this one appears after the final boss of the game. Unfortunately, if you grab it in a normal level, it just crashes the game. Great. Now, one idea that I thought was very intriguing was to try and beat every level with a permanent Mega Mushroom. However, I couldn't find a way to increase the Mega Mushroom timer, but more importantly, you just can't grab the flag while in a Mega Mushroom, it just doesn't work. Interestingly enough, if you put a flag underwater, nothing really happens. You can also just casually place a flagpole in a boss fight or an auto-scroller, and again, it just doesn't really care. But now for the most anticipated question of all time. Can you have multiple flagpoles in the same level? No.